Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, 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 loud and clear.
Okay, like, can you hear me? Can you hear me when I talk?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining our live session today. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today. Like you all are saying already, I've always said I was going to have somebody on the live with me today. So yeah, I have my colleague here with me today. So you can hear from another person, right? You can see from another person's perspective everything that we always discuss here today. So I'm going to like let him introduce himself to you. So Mr. Shola, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay, so my name is Olushola Majekodumi. I'm also a student counselor at Team Consultants UK, and I'm a partner actually at work. So we are here today on this live to discuss about universities and whatever questions you have. We are here to answer for you, to answer and make sure everybody's uh, on the same page. So thank you very much, Olawumi, for this opportunity. Thank you, Team Consultancy. You can go ahead, Olawumi.
Okay, I think I don't know if it is my network, but your voice has been, cracking since, but I'll just proceed. So today we're going to start with something. I would want Mr. Shola here to share one of his memorable success stories. Let's start from there. Although we have a lot of things to share with stories. Start with one. Share one of his memorable success story with, any of his students. Mr. Shela, can you please share one of your memorable success stories with us?
Okay, thank you very much, Olawumi. So, well, I've had a lot of memorable success stories working with Team Consultancy, and I can say it confidently that personally I've been able to assist and help students and guide students to, go to the UK and study in the UK. A lot of students, I can assure you of that. So one of the memorable success stories I can tell you is that uh, I've been able to help students, guide students to different universities like Northumbria University, University of Wolverhampton, and a lot more universities like that. So, and at the end of the day, they come back to me and then they tell me that thank you very much for assisting me, for guiding me through, and for not giving up on me, even when it was tough. Okay, because some of them had a lot of issues during the process. Some of them had a lot of issues during their visa applications. Some of them had a lot of issues during their application process. So I was, able to guide them, able to encourage them, able to help them through the process. And even when it was difficult, I kept on encouraging them, making sure that they do not give up, that they do not give up. So at the end of the day, when they got to the UK, they called me or sent me a message and told me that thank you very much for not giving up on me. Thank you for not, thank you for your time. Thank you for helping me. And they really, really appreciated it. So I've had a lot of memorable, success stories with students going to the UK, assisting them, helping them, guiding them, and encouraging them even when it was difficult. So it has been very, very good. It has been very, very good. And I'm also very happy to be able to help them and see them through to the UK. Hope you can hear me.
Okay. So for me, I would say there is this particular story that has stayed with me. I mean, it's one of the success stories I try to share with people every time, right? So it was about a student who thought, oh, she couldn't study abroad. There was a time, or let me not even say
I hope you can hear me.
there was a time, even right now, you think, oh, it's a right? You can still study out. You think it's like a normal info. What did you say? Are you are you talking to me, Mr. Shala?
No, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
The network is ready to deal with us today. I can't hear anything. Okay, can you confirm if you can hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
Okay. All right, that's good. So I was saying my own success story would be about a student who never thought she could study abroad just because of her academic background. But she came to us at Team Consultancy. We were able to um, just review our documents, right? We're able to match her with the right course and the right school. Of course, knowing that this particular course, the school entry requirement is that, oh, students from, I mean, even with your top class, you can do this program, or knowing that this particular extended master's degree is okay. It will suit this particular students because of their academic school. And then she started her journey, started the process, and everything was successful at the end of the day. So he stayed with me because this was a student who never thought they could study abroad. But when they came to us, we were able to show them that, okay, you don't have to assume things, right? Just try to seek the right help, seek the right guidance, and at the end of the day, you would see the light. You'll be able to like proceed with your studies, or you'd even be able to get what you don't expect that you get at the end of the day. So yeah, that is my own success story. My second, not question per se, but the second thing I would want Mr. Shola to share with us is what successful students what they do. So if we say, oh, this particular set of students are
Exactly.
successful students, right? What do they do? Can you please share with us what successful students do?
Okay. What successful students do? Uh, some of the things they do is that they prepare ahead, and successful students are students that are serious. That are prepared and ready. So one of the things they do is that they prepare ahead. They know what they want. They prepare ahead. They come to you. They tell you what they want, and then
Okay, I think the network is really crappy this morning. Mr. Shola just went off. So while we wait for him, I'll just want to, I mean, share my own part of what successful students do differently. So what I'll share this morning with us is that, successful students are not the students that graduated with the first class, right? Successful students are not the student that, they have the best work experience, they have everything that you are thinking in your head right now. Successful students are just those set of students that they take action. What I mean by taking action is they do what they are supposed to do at the right time. In our previous sessions, I've discussed about the different types of students that we have. Some students that will just, they would stay making research, they will stay waiting for the right, what is it called, the right scholarship. They will just be taking time unnecessarily. I'm not saying don't research, but you should take action when you're supposed to. Start your process when you're supposed to. Start your application. Send in the right documents when you're supposed to. Don't come to us that you are ready to proceed, you want to make inquiries. Oh, I'm ready. It is even better when you say, oh, I'm not ready, but I just want to make inquiries. But some of you would come to us and say you're ready and all of that. Then you are telling us that, oh, you don't have your passport. Oh, my passport is expired, I've not renewed. What do you mean your passport is expired, but you want to study abroad and you're ready for application? So what successful students, what they do differently is that they are coachable, they take action, and then they listen. They also ask questions. Some of you, on the other hand, even though we preach so many times that we are here to help you, we are your support system, but you don't want to be involved in the process, right? Forgetting that you have to also be involved in the process. You need to ask questions. Where you're not clear, you need to ask questions, because at the end of the day, the study abroad is going to, the level where we now have what is it called, precast interview. Your counselor is not going to be the one to do your precast interview for you. We are going to help you with the process, even go as far as preparing you for the precast interview, but we won't be there with you during your precast interview, right? So those things I want you to know is that ask the right questions, try to listen more than you just want to leave everything to your counselor to do for you. So yeah, those are the things that I know that successful students, those are the things that I know that they do differently. While I wait for my colleague to join us, I'll be moving to the next topic: visa application do's and don'ts. And the reason why I'll be talking about this today is basically because I know that a lot of students are approaching visa application. Not even that they are approaching, we have started visa application for a lot of students right now. A lot of students are about to get their cars. A lot of students are, in their precast interview stage. They are preparing. A lot of students are also still trying to put in their application, right? If you're doing something right now, I applaud you. At least you've started. You are different from that person who has not taken action, who has not started anything at all, right? So these are the things I would want you to know as a student, as somebody who is planning to study in the UK, that you need to take action. You need to start when you're supposed to start your process. So yeah, number one is visa application do's and don'ts. There are some things that you're not supposed to do during your visa application. We're going to be addressing that one by one, right? We're going to be talking about those visa. Sorry, I didn't know my camera was off. We're going to be addressing that one by one. So the number one I would say is that understanding your course. When you understand your course, I mean, you are at that visa application stage, right? You want to start your visa application. So if from your precast interview, all you have done is just, cram things, you are just going with, vibes and inshallah, like people would say, please, when you get to your visa application, because you never can tell if UKBI are going to reach out to you for an interview, you don't know. So you have to, have that at the back of your mind and try to prepare for your visa application. So one thing I would need you to understand is your course. Understanding your course, understanding your university, and understanding your career goals. Guys, I'm coming. I need to quickly respond to a student, please. Okay, so welcome back, guys. At this point, like this stage that we currently have for this intake, we have a lot of students that we are dealing with. A student was actually blowing up my phone, so I need to quickly take that call to attend to that student. That's how much our students are important, like super important to us, especially when we are at that stage where students is starting their visa application or they're in the middle of their pre-class interview or they want to make their deposit payment. They are always calling, always want to know, the right things to do. So yeah, we always like attend to our students. So yeah, continue to the visa application do's and don'ts. So the ones that we are saying right now is your do's, what you need to do during your visa application, right? Make sure everything is accurate. Make sure everything aligns. Documentations, everything at all. Just make sure it aligns. Make sure that you're not missing out on anything, or make sure you're not contradicting yourself. Make sure that you're not submitting, a totally different thing, or something that you've written in your SOP is now different from something that you have on your CV, or it is different from one document that you have submitted. Remember, you submit your reference letters according to what you have on your CV. Everything just have to align when it gets to the visa application. Guys, we have Mr. Shola on live again, and I think where we stopped before it went off was what successful students, what they do differently. So Mr. Shola, can you like tell us what successful students do differently in your own opinion?
Okay, so what they do differently, like I was saying, sorry about the break. Uh, One of the things I said is that they prepare ahead and then they get their documents ready. So successful students are ready to get their documents ready. Their deposits are always ready. Even before they come to you, they already have something in mind. And then they already have their budgets, and then they already have the money available. So once you get their offer letters, they are paying your deposits immediately. So there is no time wasting for students that are ready and their visa applications are successful. They are always on time. They get their documents ready, they get their deposits ready, they start their proof of funds on time, they get their TB test certificate
Done.
on time. And then once their CAS is out, they prepare, they start visa applications almost immediately. Yes. So those are the stages, and you will know well and how fast they are with their applications. So once the visa is approved, they go to the university, they travel almost immediately. So that is how you know students that are successful and students that are very well prepared for the process. So and for the dues of visa applications, we're talking about the things that students need to do for visa applications.
Yeah,
Just
visa
like I said,
application.
their funds has to be ready. Yes, their funds have to be very, very much ready. They have to prepare their documents ahead of time. Their CAS must be ready. Their TB test results must be ready. Their bank statements must be ready. All the academic documents, transcripts needed to upload must also be ready. And then during the visa applications, they also have to be honest. If you're a student and you have visa refusals before, you need to be honest and come out straight. You need to tell them that you probably have a visa refusal in so year, and what is the date? What is the reason for the refusal? So all those things needs to be documented. And you also mentioned about credibility interview. So
Yeah.
students also need to prepare well for interview. Those are the things that they need to do to get a successful visa. To prepare very well for credibility interview. Questions like why did you choose the university? Accommodation plans, your tuition fee, your those are the things that living expenses, those are the things that are very much likely to come out during the credibility interview. So students needs to prepare these things and do these things to be able to get a successful visa approval. So these are the things that I think and I know that are very, very important that students need to do to get a
Important.
successful visa.
All right, thank you for your contribution, Mr. Shola. And I've said some things before you joined again. I said some things about accurate documents and making sure that all of their documents are accurate. So, guys, if you're watching this live right now, or you're going to be, watching the replay much later on our Facebook page, one thing we want you to take from this live is that successful students are not those students that they have the best, they have a first class, or they have the best academic background or anything. Successful students are just the students that they plan, they are ready to do the right things, right? And then they do everything they are supposed to do just at the right time. So our last discussion for today would also be visa application don'ts. We just spoke about the do's, and right now we're going to be talking about the don'ts of visa application. So one thing I am going to say about the visa application don't is that do not submit a document you do not fully understand. If there is a document that even you yourself you can explain this document, so there is the UKVI can reach out to you just because they need clarification. And the moment you allow that to happen, you are setting yourself up for failure, right? So please do not submit a document that you're unsure of, or the document that you do not understand. So now I'll allow Mr. Shola to also shed more light on the visa application don'ts. We have discussed the things that student needs to do. Right now, what are the things you feel like students should not do? They are the visa application don'ts, the things that students should not do during their visa application.
Okay, thank you very much. So once again, the things that students should not do during visa applications is you must not submit fake documents. You must not submit fake documents. Once you submit fake documents, they are going to verify it, and that is the end of that visa application. Your visa will be denied definitely. So you must not submit fake documents, and you must not provide any contradictory information. Your informations must be accurate. Your date of birth on your passport with your date of birth on your CV or anywhere else. So everything must, be in line. Everything must be in order. Your information must be correct. Your address must be correct. All those things must be in line. And then you must not. Another thing that is very important is you must not borrow money temporarily because uh, UKVI can ask you for the source of your funds. Even if you are borrowing money, at least you should have your funds. You should have funds for yourself, even if you're adding or borrowing money to add to it. You should have your own funds. So if in any chance UKVI ask for proof of your source of funds, then you have to be able to defend your bank statement. So it's not always advisable to borrow money temporarily for for the purpose of that, visa application. So and then for interviews too, during your interviews as a student, don't memorize, don't cram, like we always say, or memorize scripted interviews or scripted answers. I mean, because eventually they will find out that what you're saying, you're not sure, or you got it somewhere, maybe ChatGPT or somewhere. They will definitely know that your answers are not pure. When they're asking you about your your why did you choose the UK and you cannot give valid answers, it means that you're not sure of what you're saying. So those are part of the things that you should not do during visa applications. And then don't make travel arrangements. Don't travel before. Don't start arranging travel arrangements before your visa is approved. That's another valid point. So don't start travel arrangements before your visa is approved. Make sure that your visa is approved first before you start your travel arrangements. Those are the things that I have to pick out from what you should not do as a student during your visa applications.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Ashola. We are gradually coming to the end of today's session. And then I'll just say, like I've said this earlier, one thing you should take from this particular live session is that success in study abroad isn't about luck. It is about a lot of planning, a lot of preparation, and making informed decision. So part of your making informed decision is why we are always here every Thursday to share tips, to share informations, updated information that would help you make informed decision. And again, if you're ready to start your process, you're ready to start your application process, check the comments. We have a link there where you can book a one-on-one session with us. So when you book that one-on-one session with us, we're going to help you review your documents, and then we match you to the school that is, of course, we ask you about your budget, within your budget, and then we just match you to the right course and all of that. Then we start your process. I know that this is not new. I've said it a lot of times. But if you are coming across this live video for the first time, or you're just seeing team consultancy on your timeline for the first time, know that our services is completely free, like 100% free. We start with you from your school application to the school, down to your visa application, and then we do not charge a dime for this. Our process is completely free. So do not worry about anything. All you have to do is click on that link to book a one-on-one session with us so that you can start your process as well. So to round up today's session, I'll ask my colleague here, who just, so that you students can see what you do to us, the kind of questions you ask us, and then our day-to-day activities with students and all of that. So, Mr. Shola, I would like to know the funniest question you've ever received from a student. You are talking to students either the first time or a student you've been in communication with, and then they just ask you a very funny question. And then to you, you're wondering, what kind of question is this? Please share with us a very funny question a student has asked you before. We are waiting for your response.
Okay, so one of the funny questions I would say is a student asking me that, can I go with my girlfriend?
No.
Is one of the very funny questions that I've heard. I mean,
Oh
why
my
do you want
God.
to go with your girlfriend when you're not even married to her? So it's just a no-no. You can't go with your girlfriend when she's not your spouse, when you're not married. So it's one of the funny questions I've heard. There are a lot of more funny questions, but this is just one of them.
Okay, just one of them. Thank you very much. So, for those of you that always ask that question, you're seeing yourself right now. Another question I would ask you, Mr. Shela, is what is one thing about study abroad that people believe, but it is just a lie, and then you don't want people believing that particular thing. So, I don't know that thing, but there is just one belief about study abroad that people believe out there, right? But you just feel like it is a lie, and then people should stop believing it. What is that one thing?
Okay, I think I feel like people believe that a lot of people believe that there is no job. Maybe there are no jobs in some certain areas in the UK, but I think that is false. I think there are jobs. There are jobs almost everywhere in the UK. It depends on you as a student. You have to get there. And as a Nigerian, you have to get there. You have to sort yourself out. Either way, as a student, you have to sort yourself out. So there are jobs. I believe there are jobs. Although a lot of people believe there are no jobs, but I believe that there are jobs. Even when you go to the remote area of in the UK, I still feel that as a student you can still get a job, still have access to get a job and live fine even while you're there. So that's what I think.
All right, guys, thank you for joining today's live with us. You're going to be seeing us this time again tomorrow. Maybe not with Mr. Shola, but with another colleague of mine. You're going to be seeing a lot of us on this live session. Thank you for joining, and then we see you again next week. Mr. Shola, do you have anything to say to round up?
Uh, for now, thank you very much. I also thank the audience. I believe we've all learned one or two things from today's session, and we're expecting your, we're expecting, applicants, students, if you're interested, just get to us, and then we'll help you start your journey to the UK. So we are always here. Team Consultancy UK.